This is a story about the mind of a child and his biggest fears coming to life and him being able to manipulate the entire world around him. The story of FNAF 1 to 4 is quite a big mystery. Game Theory tried to solve it with Dream Theory, but I think I have a better idea of what the original story was. It all focuses on the mind of a fearful child. Let's flash back to 2015. FNAF 4 has been out for a couple of months now, and recently, the Silver Eyes just came out. And Game Theory decided to assemble some of the biggest FNAF theorists at the time, which is in a big old stream. This was pretty big for the community at the time, because we might have been able to solve some of the biggest mysteries of the franchise at the time. But Scott had some interesting plans. He decided to release some teasers, and I'm going to show you each and every single one of them. What is seen in shadows is easily misunderstood in the mind of a child. In FNAF 4 minigame, why would the tiny toy Chica be missing her beak? And 4 games, 1 story. So the meaning of the first one, what is seen in shadows is easily misunderstood in the mind of a child, is talking about how the crying child has misunderstood things seen in shadows, like the purple guy helping someone put on their Springlock suit, and maybe the crying child thinks, oh, someone's stuffing a person to an animatronic. And then this one, of course, could be shadows of the animatronics, which could be representing the shadow animatronics, but that's a bit interesting. In the FNAF 4 minigame, why would the tiny toy Chica be missing her beak? This is, of course, referring to the character who has a tiny toy Chica who's missing a beak. This is an action figure here and will be important later. 4 games, 1 story. This talks about how there's 4 games and they all make one cohesive story. But now let's talk about the 0 point field. Welcome to Science with PurpleZ, where we get to talk about all the science and how it connects to the Five Nights at Freddy's universe. Today we're going to be talking about how the 0 point field and how it connects to the FNAF universe. The 0 point field was first introduced in the story Faction Fazbear Frights, where the characters learn about this. And the 0 point field is basically with the lowest of quantum physics, you can basically manipulate the entire universe. You just gotta think really hard. It's very weird, but so interesting. Then we need to understand how you can access it. Most people who are in a coma, dead, or have no frontal lobe likely being able to access the 0 point field, and who was in a coma, dead, and also lost their frontal lobe, the crying child. The crying child saw this kid with dirty swing body plush, and when he died, the world was manipulated by his mind, which was able to have Springtrap, which is of course a more rotten swing body. Then we have this Toy Chica action figure having no beak, and that could have been able to be the reason why Toy Chica has no beak in FNAF 2, and it has the ability to remove it. Michael, despite not being an existing character in the franchise, is obviously Mike Schmidt, and I believe he was always intended to be the brother of the crying child, who had to face the fears of his brother, which were creepy animatronics. And in FNAF 4, we also have the memory box, or the FNAF 4 box, where it has the toys of it in. If you wonder why I believe it has the toys of the crying child, watch this video by Hyperdroid. It's a very good video. Another video that's similar to this one is a video made by Unwittered Truth, which you should totally watch because it's really cool. The theory that I talked about was Memory Victim, or other names being God Victim and Destiny Victim. But I have a more interesting name, Mind Theory. And that's my theory. And I think that's what was the intention for FNAF 1 to 4's story. Make sure you like and share this video to others to spread the lore all over the internet. And thanks for watching, and catch you on the flip side.